Although machine learning was created in the 60s, only recently we have seen an exponential growth of its applications. This is due to several factors, but most of all, the ability of nowadays computers to process large amounts of data, an amount that was impossible to work with 60 years ago. Today, I'd like to walk with you through some of the most interesting applications of machine learning that are used today by companies everywhere in the world. We're going to see two main fields that have been radically changed by the development of machine learning algorithms. The first one is called natural language processing, while the second one is called computer vision. For each of them, we'll then take a look at some of the most interesting applications that exist today. So let's get started with an overview of some applications for natural language processing. People researching in the natural language processing field are trying to make human language understandable by machines. An interesting application that uses machine learning is called sentiment analysis. This practice is being widely adopted by organizations across the world. The idea behind this analysis is to understand what's the sentiment behind a chunk of text. For example, given a product review on Amazon, was the person happy about the product or not? Given a particular tweet, can a model understand what are the main feelings the person tried to express through those words? These are very useful data for companies since they can understand how people feel about their products, but also how the same people feel towards their competitor products. One of the biggest challenges of this field is that human feelings are not binary. It's not realistic to expect our feelings to be either happy or not happy. The reality is that given a product review, there might be several contrasted feelings, and having a machine able to detect them is pretty challenging. One good example to describe this problem is sarcasm. Consider this short review for a pillow bought on an e-commerce website. I love how the zip of the cover broke the first day I used it. From a machine point of view, the first part of the sentence looks very positive. It contains the words "I love." But as humans, we know it's sarcastic, and in fact this sentence conveys some frustration. Another interesting application of machine learning in natural language processing are voice assistants. Companies are using them more and more in order to have their first interaction with a potential customer in the most possible human way, by simply using an algorithm. One of the most famous examples is Alexa, developed by Amazon. The goal of models used by voice assistants is to understand what we're trying to convey with our human language. Before the introduction of machine learning, their understanding was a lot more limited. Now you can not only ask your voice assistant to play music for you or to buy a certain product, but you can also have a conversation with it. Let's now move to the second research field we'll look at today, computer vision. This field deals with how computers can gain high-level understanding from digital images or videos. One of the hot topics of the recent years have been autonomous vehicles. Almost all the car companies in the world are working towards their first autonomous models. What you're currently seeing here is a drive-through relay with a real-time object detection algorithm. It looks incredible, right? So this was achieved using Google's TensorFlow implementation of a faster RCNN, one of the most accurate architecture for object detection in the world. The idea behind the algorithm is to identify objects and get an understanding of the relative position with respect to the driving car. With this amount of information, you can see how autonomous driving cars can mimic the experience of a human driver, with the difference that they are incredibly more efficient. Something that a human being can process in a couple of seconds, such as a human crossing the street right in front of the car, can be elaborated by an algorithm much faster. The last application that I wanted to share with you today is how computer vision is revolutionizing the medical imaging world. This modern field of healthcare is known to generate immense amount of data. Data that keep increasing due to new tools that are being released and discovered every year. Deep inside those data, there are valuable insights regarding the patient's condition, the development of the disease, and the progress of the treatment. Unfortunately, these insights are challenging to extract, since doctors cannot spend their days looking at millions and millions of pictures. And even if they could, some of those data are so well hidden that even a human eye might fail in detecting something potentially useful. Machine learning provides some great solutions. For example, one of the most prominent deep learning models in this field is the lymph node assistant, developed by Google. The model reviews images and recognizes signs of tumors and metastases in a short time span, with an incredible rate of accuracy. What you're seeing now is the model in action. On the left, there is a picture containing lymph nodes with a metastatic breast tumor at progressively higher magnifications. On the right, the same view with the algorithm outlining the tumor in cyan. Imagine what a different experience it is for a doctor to look at the picture with or without the algorithm's assistance. That was everything for this video. If you're interested in understanding more applications about machine learning, please like the video and add a comment. Based on your request, I'll make a follow-up video covering some more applications of this incredible field.